Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's SparkWithGeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on 1 minute. Oh yeah, that's terrific. We are enjoying Sterling Roastery's House Blend coffee this morning for a very, very good reason. We'll get to that in just a moment. This one is their House Blend, bold and smooth. Like this a lot. And of course, we're using the Sterling coffee mug. This was sent to the show by the late Mark Bagwell. He also sent the coffee. Love this coffee mug. Love the coffee. And the reason why we're using Sterling coffee this morning is because they recently announced that they now have K-Cups at Sterling Roastery. Now available, K-Cups. The process of bringing K-Cups to market has been a lot more grueling than we'd anticipated. For those of you patiently waiting, thank you. We are so excited to finally bring you K-Cups in the following coffees: Breakfast Blend, Columbia, and House Blend. And that's why we're using House Blend this morning, because that's one of the K-Cup offerings that Sterling Roastery now has. They continue here. This is just the first release, so we expect to launch more later. But these are by far our best sellers. So we hope you can find one you love. What makes our K-Cups better than most? We grind our fresh roasted coffees and fill the filtered cups with precision. Finally, we put them through a nitrogen flushing machine that replaces oxygen with nitrogen and seals in the freshness for many months. Combined with the convenience of a ready-to-brew pod, our K-Cups are a great addition to your coffee routine. How about that? K-Cups available at Sterling Roastery. Just wanted to pass that along to you. And again, just a marvelous, marvelous coffee mug, the Sterling Roastery coffee mug, sent to the show by the late Mark Bagwell. I always think of Mark when I use this mug, and happy to use it again this morning to let you know that K-Cups are available at Sterling Roastery, and it's in their House Blend. Breakfast Blend, Columbia, and House Blend. I recommend the House Blend. It is a medium dark roast, bold and smooth. Really, really terrific. Hang on, one more sip. Absolutely fantastic. And you know, one thing I forgot last week, which was Veterans Day, forgot to thank Bob LaRoe for his service. Bob is a retired Army chaplain and a great contributor to the show. And I forgot to mention Bob's name last week. Bob, my apologies. Again, thank you for your service. And Bob enjoyed Veterans Day. He wrote, "Thanks. I prayed at my town's Veterans Day ceremony and spoke at our middle school." Bob, thank you very, very much again for your service. A great contributor to the Monday Morning Mailbag and also to the channel. So my thanks again to Bob LaRoe. Bob, sorry I forgot your name last week. And then once more, thank you very, very much for your service. Well, how are you this morning? Boy, we got a great show for you. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. As we like to say, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Okay, one more sip because this House Blend is very, very good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate that. If you are listening to the podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via that medium. Really do appreciate that. Boy, we got a great show for you lined up to this morning. We got a, what did I say? We got a great show for you lined up this morning. We got a great show for you. There you go. A really, really terrific show. We have got a shaving tip this morning, but it also is a giveaway. We'll tell you a little bit more about that when we get to that in the next segment. Really excited to share that with you. We got a couple of shave den visits. We got some great refill comments. We've got some new wet shaving gear this week. Really excited to show you a couple of items here. Well, I'm excited to show you everything that we have in new wet shaving gear, but a couple of items just arrived. I mean, just got under the wire before I started, before cameras rolled. And I'm really happy that I'm able to include them this week because a couple of really, really neat items. And we also have some great, great questions and comments. So thanks so much for tuning in this morning. I really do hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. So let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning we have a shaving tip of sorts, and it comes from viewer Mark Powell all the way across the pond. And Mark writes, Hi, Mark. Firstly, an introduction on my part. I'm a 64-year-old passionate wet shaver from the UK and thoroughly enjoy your Monday morning mailbag. Here in the UK, we have nothing like your unique shaving channel, and therefore your appeal is global from my perspective. Coincidentally, I'm also interested in cartoons, in particular, two here in the UK, both featuring in my favorite daily newspaper, the Daily Telegraph. Matt is on the front page and reflects all things in the news. The other, Alex, is an investment banker here in the UK and features on the business page section. I have 40 plus personalized original Matt cartoons hanging in my study, all framed the same, and a few original Alex cartoons, but sadly run out of wall space in my study. I would love a personalized George Toon cartoon holding a razor that you kindly give away with viewers featuring a shaving tip. So I have been trying to think of an original shaving tip, but nothing springs to mind. What I could offer, though, is a competition where the successful viewer chosen by you selects any UK-made shaving soap. MMGP, DR Harris, True Fit and Hill, George Thumper, Castle Forbes, etc., and I will purchase and post to the winner free of charge to show the warmth of the shaving community. That would show the shaving community is global and caring. I'm lucky enough to own the Velocity 1 and matching brush and own number 5 as I was a first mover and love this legacy razor. You did a great and passionate review, which I fully endorse. I attended the Shave Expo in Chandler, Arizona in 2019. With me in the middle, with two famous shaving YouTubers, Mantic59 and Ken Surfs. I was booked in for a professional barber shave an hour after this photo, so had a few days growth. Let's see here. He says, Manuel kindly lasered my number 5 on my brush stand as a special gesture to match my number 5 Velocity 1. I would love a personalized George Toon cartoon figure holding a razor so I can get it framed and hang in my shave den. If you accept my offer for a free UK-made shave soap cream for the winning viewer, my name and home address is, and he provided that to me. All the best and keep up the great work with the Shaving Channel Monday Morning Mailbag. Best wishes and kindest regards, Mark. Mark, thank you very, very much. And yes, absolutely, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. I already have your address, your snail mail address, so I will send this to you post haste. But if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it here on the morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. Mark, in exchange for this sketch, is providing a free shave soap from the UK to one lucky winner. Thank you very, very much, Mark. And it's international. Everyone around the world can enter this. Mark will send it to anywhere in the world. So all you have to do is comment below and you'll be entered. Comment below and you'll be entered. The deadline is this Friday, the 22nd. I was thinking about making it 2 weeks, but you know what? Next week is Black Friday here in the U.S., so there's going to be a lot of activity on the internet, and I figured I'd just do it this Friday. That way we'll have a clear internet path, so to speak. There won't be as much traffic. That's my thinking. But anyhow, the deadline is this Friday. We'll select a winner this Friday, and we will post those results either Friday evening or Saturday sometime. So just comment below and you'll be entered. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment below and you'll be entered. And once we select a winner on my end, I will inform Mark Powell and he will send, and he will contact the winner. We'll get the email, we'll get the two parties together, and then that winner can select any shaving soap from the UK, and Mark will ship it to them post haste. So that is an absolutely fantastic offer, Mark. I absolutely accept your offer. We're doing a giveaway courtesy of Mark Powell. Deadline this Friday, November 22nd, sometime in the evening, and we will announce that winner sometime in the evening or the next day. So make sure to comment below so you can enter, and you might win a shave soap all the way from the UK, courtesy of viewer Mark Powell. Mark, thank you again very, very much. We'll get this in an envelope, and we'll get it mailed to you post haste. Thanks again, Mark. Really do appreciate it. Well, we got a couple of Shave Den visits this morning. First up is something from viewer Marco Batelli, all the way from Rome, Italy. And he writes, "Good morning, Mark, and have a great start to the week." Thanks, Marco. You too. I wanted to share with you this very precious perfume, Creed Millesime Imperial, that my wife gave me for my birthday, and that from now on will reign supreme inside my shaving den. Isn't it beautiful? In the center, you can see a new, extremely effective brushless shaving clay with a very attractive scent named Nashi Argan. Warm greetings from Rome, Marco Batelli. Wow, Marco, that looks absolutely spectacular. Love the shave den and everything on the shelves there. Absolutely beautiful. But that bottle of Creed Millesime Imperial, I think I pronounced that correctly. It's Millesime, Millesime Imperial or Imperial. That looks absolutely beautiful. It definitely does stand out. That's really, really marvelous. And of course, you mentioned the effective brushless shaving clay called Nashi Argan. You know what? I'm very intrigued. I'm thinking a lot of viewers out there are very intrigued. Please, if you can, do a review and send it in, because I'm thinking a lot of viewers right now are wondering how that performs for shaving, and maybe even for pre-shave as well if it's brushless. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Marco, thank you very, very much for sharing your shave den with us this morning, and two really, really terrific items in your shave den. Really, really do appreciate that. Viewer David Richland wrote, "Hi Mark, I just wanted to share my vintage razor find. It's a 1921 new improved open comb razor. The pictures below show the razor with its original patina and after the revamp in nickel. I paid $20 for the razor and $80.95 for the revamp. I've used it for a shave and it's very mild, which I like. It's amazing how the revamp made it so beautiful." I absolutely agree, David. That's absolutely beautiful. And it perfectly illustrates what's available out there at a great price point. This razor is 103 years old. David picked it up for $20. And for another $80, it looks brand new. It's been plated in nickel. It's going to wear like iron. That nickel is going to wear like iron, and the razor is going to last another 103 years. That's absolutely spectacular. So again, this illustrates that there are a lot of great vintage razors out there at really, really nice price points that still are fully functional, that will give you some great, great shaves. And if you want, you can then send it off to a service like the one that's available at Razor Emporium and have them revamp it, tune it up, replate it, that sort of thing. And you'll get a razor back that looks absolutely brand new, even though it's over 100 years old. Wow, that's an absolutely fantastic find, David. Thank you so much for sharing it with all of us this morning. Really do appreciate it. Thanks to Marco and David both for giving us a little glimpse inside their shave dens. Gentlemen, thanks again very, very much. Well, as many of you know, viewer Aaron Watson was sponsoring a giveaway to benefit North Carolina Disaster Relief Fund. And he was giving away a $100 Maggard's gift card, and he has selected that winner. And he wrote me, "Hey, Mark, the Maggard's gift card winner is Sam Hillenbrand." Again, the winner is Sam Hillenbrand. And that's spelled capital Hillenbrand. Sam Hillenbrand, you are the winner of the $100 Maggard's gift card, a giveaway that was sponsored by Aaron Watson to benefit the NC Disaster Relief Fund. He says here, I will contact him after you announce it on 3MB. And we'll also put Aaron's email address below this video, Sam, just in case you need it, so you guys can get together and you can get your gift card. Well, congratulations to Sam Hillenbrand, and my thanks to Aaron Watson for sponsoring a fantastic giveaway for a very, very worthy cause. Aaron, bravo. Sam, congratulations. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. That is a great, great cup of coffee. Once again, Sterling Roastery House Blend, and they now offer K-Cups. K-Cups in their breakfast blend, Columbia blend, and now their house blend. That's kind of the first round as they roll out their K-Cup offerings. They promise more, but those three blends right now are in K-Cups. I recommend the house blend. Very, very good. Medium dark roast, bold and smooth. Really, really terrific. The coffee and the mug, the Sterling Roastery cup, Sterling Roastery mug, mug, cup. That's a mug, yeah. Absolutely fantastic mug. These came from the late Mark Bagwell. So my thanks again to Mark. Wow, he was so very, very thoughtful and generous. And we had a lot of great comments regarding Mark in last week's refill. If you want to check those out, it was in the last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. So my thanks to everyone who contributed last week. We have a lot of great comments this week regarding amphibious shaving. Now, if you don't know what we mean by that, again, check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. Look at the timestamps. It's in the questions and comments section. Segment, and it'll say amphibious shaving there, I believe. Just click on that, and then you'll get the explanation as to what we're talking about. But let's kick it off with something from James Sefton, who wrote, another great video as always, sitting here watching with my coffee and homemade cinnamon rolls. Who could ask for more? Wow, that sounds absolutely delicious. Speaking of which, I happened to be at Costco the other day, and I picked up a cinnamon coffee cake for the guys at work. And yeah, they really liked it a lot. It was very, very good. I liked it. It was good. I prefer the blueberry, though. I think the blueberry is a little bit better, but they didn't have blueberry. But yeah, the cinnamon coffee cake was very, very good. If you're a Costco member, check it out. I really enjoyed it, and it went great with a cup of coffee, no doubt about it. And I could only imagine how good those cinnamon rolls were this morning, James, being homemade. Thanks very much for that. Hey, Mike H. checked in. Hi, Mark. Great Monday morning mailbag. Thank you. Fantastic segments throughout the show. I'm definitely a dominant hand shaver only. I use my right hand for both sides of my face. I've never really felt the need to learn to use my left hand on the left side of my face, as my right hand does a great job. It works for me. Well, I hope you have a great start to the week, and best regards as always, Mark. Hey, Mike, thanks very much for that. Again, this discussion about being, do you use a safety razor, right hand for the right side of the face and left hand for the left hand side of the face, or are you just a dominant hand shaver? If you're right-handed, are you using that throughout the entire shave? and not switching off. But some viewers are definitely switching off. Jim from Northfield wrote, "Hey, Mark, in regards to using both hands to shave, I have always done that when I am shaving across grain. I found it too difficult with just my right hand. I use my left, starting around my mouth towards my ear. It made it much easier. If I straight razor shave, then it's equal time for both hands. I can pretty much accomplish most tasks using either hand as I am near ambidextrous. I could actually shave my whole face using my left if needed be. You should do a video using left hand only." That would be a great viewing. Thanks, Jim from Northfield. Jim, that's a great suggestion. I'm considering it. Roderick McLeod makes a very, very good case for left-handed shaving, especially if you're a little bit hesitant, and I'll let him explain. He writes, "Regarding amphibious shaving, I'm a big advocate for switch hitting. I've been doing it since I broke my right thumb over 30 years ago, and my right hand was in a cast for about 6 weeks. I am right-hand dominant, but I use both hands. Last year, when I had rotator cuff surgery on my right shoulder, I was a left-handed shaver for several months. I was even lathering left-handed. What's that? You're afraid of cutting yourself? That sounds like something a disposable razor user would say if you try to talk them into using a DE razor. That's the point." Yes, that's fantastic logic. Absolutely fantastic. He continues here, "Sure, you're probably going to nick yourself a few times. Don't tell me you've never nicked yourself shaving and you don't want to ruin your perfect record. Some benefits of using your non-dominant hand. Getting the right angle can definitely be easier on certain parts of your face. Ditto for the angle and direction of the stroke. Some trouble spots can be less trouble. If you've been using your non-dominant hand, you can keep on shaving in the event of injury or surgery. It forces you to slow down and think about what you're doing." That is a very, very good point right there. Slow down, maybe work on your technique a little bit. Man, Roderick, that's an absolutely great, great point. And he continues here, "This is probably the biggest benefit. You just might teach yourself something. Here's how you get started. Lather as you normally would. Use your non-dominant hand for the with the grain pass. It's going to feel a bit awkward. This will pass. Do this every shave for a few weeks while you develop muscle memory. Use dominant hand for across the grain and against the grain. After a few weeks, add the across the grain pass. Shaving with the grain and across the grain with non-dominant hand. Use dominant hand for against the grain. Do this for a few weeks. Start shaving with non-dominant hand for all passes plus touch-ups. At no point should you chase BBS. Let the BBS find you." Wow, that's absolutely fantastic advice, Roderick, and kind of a step-by-step approach, easing you into non-dominant hand shaving. That is really, really terrific advice. Thank you very, very much for that. Really, really do appreciate it. RJ Wright RW30 wrote, "Good 3MB. I'm an ambidextrous shaver with both DE and straight razors. Always have been. But then I'm ambidextrous in almost all things. A nice side effect of a certain area of training that I've had. Have a great week." Wow, it must be great to be ambidextrous. It reminds me of a cartoon strip that I remember reading a number of years ago, The Born Loser by Art Sansom. Now, I was friends with Art Sansom, and I know his son, Chip Sansom, who's been doing the comic strip ever since his father passed away. He was his father's assistant, and he does a great job with the Born Loser comic strip. But the one that I remember is Brutus Thornapple, the Born Loser, is at work at the office, and he's walking by someone, and that individual is sitting at a desk, and he's writing with both hands at the same time. And Brutus says, "How are you able to do that?" And the guy says, "I'm ambidextrous." And Brutus walks away and thinks to himself, "Wow, I'd give my right arm to be able to do that." I thought it was a funny gag. But as an aside, Art Sansom was a wonderful, wonderful guy. And when I was first trying to become a cartoonist, he very kindly invited me into his home. I would stop over there. We lived on the west side of Cleveland, so I would stop by maybe once or twice a month and show him the cartoon artwork that I was working on. And he would go over it and he would tell me where I could improve and that sort of thing. He's just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful guy. And again, his son Chip does a great job on The Born Loser, which is still being syndicated to this day. Hey, Charles Preiss wrote, Mark, as a straight razor shaver, I use the same side hand for the north to south stroke. For the ear to chin, east to west pass, I'll use the opposite hand to shave, and the same on the south to north pass. Hey, thanks very much for that, Charles. Really do appreciate it. Sounds like a lot of straight razor shavers out there, even though there is a little bit of variation there. Mostly I've heard that with a straight razor, right hand, right side of the face, left hand, left side of the face. Thanks very much for that input, Charles. Really, really do appreciate it. Charles, of course, loves to shave with a straight razor, and he also reconditions straight razors, and he has sent along some of his photos of some of his offerings that he has on his eBay store, that sort of thing. We'll link him again so you can get up and see what he has up there for sale, things that he's currently reconditioning, that sort of thing. Charles, thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate it. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes wrote, Glenn's question about which hand. I use mostly my dominant hand, double-edged razor, disposable razors, but some of the strokes on the non-dominant side, I use the non-dominant hand. I sense, but have not carefully evaluated, about 3/4 or more of my shave strokes are done using my dominant hand. Wow, 3/4 of that, huh? That's pretty amazing. Again, I am just dominant hand shaver. I'm gonna have to try non-dominant hand, and I think I'm gonna break my way into it using Roderick's advice. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe the first time out, I'll shoot video of that and see. And get my styptic pencil. Get my styptic pencil ready. That's for sure. Stephen M, 1563 wrote, I only use two hands to hold the razor when using a straight or shavette. Otherwise, I just use my dominant hand to hold the razor. Under both circumstances, I like to stretch my skin with the hand not holding the razor. Great show as always. Enjoy the week. Yeah, with safety razors or straight razors, a lot of wet shavers out there will use their open hand to stretch their skin. Now, I use facial muscles, just kind of, like this. I can, maybe lift my chin up a little bit to stretch the skin on my neck, that sort of thing. My caveat there when you're using your hand to stretch your skin is not to overstretch. That might, now correct me if I'm wrong, folks, if you overstretch your skin, that might result in a little bit of irritation. I'm not entirely sure about that because I don't stretch with my hand. Again, I just use my facial muscles, and I find that works for me. So if anyone knows a little bit more about stretching the skin with the hand and any precautions, please comment below and let us know. So Stephen M, 1563, thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Jeff Palmer, 9149 wrote, that is my favorite movie. Oh, this is regarding Second Cup. We talked about a movie that I recommended to my friend Bunny Host. Happy birthday again, Bunny. I had a nice conversation with her. Of course, Bunny Host and her late husband, Bill Host, are the creators of the comic panel, The Lockhorns. They also created What a Guy, Agatha Crumb, Howard Hughes, Bumper Snickers, and I usually try to talk to Bunny once a month or so, and we kind of catch up on things. And she's a very, very dear friend and just celebrated a birthday. Anyhow, I recommended that she watch The Princess Bride, an absolutely fantastic movie. I also have read the book. It's a wonderful book. And if you've never seen the movie, by all means, watch that movie. It is marvelous. It's from 1989, directed by Rob Reiner. Jeff Palmer, 9149 writes, that is my favorite movie. I haven't read the book, but I did get a copy for my sister-in-law to read to her kids early in the year. Perfect recommendation. Heck, I'm going to watch it again for the 100th time. It is a terrific movie. It really, really is. If you've never seen it, get it on streaming or borrow it from the library or pick up a DVD. It really is a terrific, terrific movie. A lot of fun. Let's see here. Stan Chapman, 55, wrote, funny you mentioned Arco today. I have a lot of leftover fragrance matching aftershaves and colognes I rarely use since running out of the matching soaps. Instead of buying new soaps, I started using only Arco soap and creams so I can more easily use up all these leftovers. Saves a little money and works great for me. You know what? That really is very, very helpful because Arco is kind of I guess you could say kind of a generic, fresh, kind of a classic barbershop kind of a scent. And I know there are some wet shavers out there that really don't care for the scent too much. They like the performance, but the scent, they're kind of on the fence about the scent. I don't mind it at all, and I love the performance, but that's a very, very good suggestion that because Arco is such kind of a universal shave soap, you could pair it up with just about any aftershave or cologne. And that's a great, great suggestion, Stan. Thanks very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. This comes from JT, NF9TK. Hi, Mark. Once again, it was a great 3MB video. When I use a straight razor or a shavette, I shave right face, right hand, and left face, left hand, going with the grain and across the grain. Shaving against the grain, I will go right face, left hand, and vice versa. However, I use my dominant right hand when shaving with DE and SE razors. Have a great week. Well, there you go. There's kind of a variation with the straight razor. That very, very interesting approach to that. Again, I'm not really a straight razor shaver, and I'm gonna have to find some extra time to learn how to do it. But it just looks like a great way to shave and a great way to learn a new skill. Like Roderick says, you'll learn something new. So I have a straight razor, just have not picked it up yet. And hopefully we'll do that sometime down the road. We'll see. Let's see. Stephen M, 1563, added this again. North meets East. Good stuff. I ordered a set with the cube. I also dig the Metaphor. Enjoyable and comfortable razor. Yeah, the Metaphor is a great razor. And we talked about North meets East shave soap and aftershave and all the items in the product line from Phoenix Shaving. An absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. Great for the holidays, great year-round. Boy, we did a review on it, and check out that review. It was it's a marvelous, marvelous scent. And of course, the wonderful performance of CK6. So check it out from Phoenix Shaving, North meets East. And Stephen, let us know how that cube works for you and the other items in North meets East. Really, really curious to know how it works for you and what your experience with it was and how your experience with it was. Persona Platinums are performing awesome for me lately. That's from Al Spencer, 2794. I'll read that again from Al Spencer. Persona Platinums are performing awesome for me lately. Yeah, Persona Platinums were the blade that Mark Bagwell recommended to the channel and to the Monday Morning Mailbag and all the viewers out there. They're made in Germany, and the whole idea here was with the St. Petersburg plant in Russia being closed down by Gillette due to the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, Mark was saying that, you know what, these German-made blades, the Persona and the Wilkinson Sword German-made blades are fantastic. They're every bit as good as blades coming out of the St. Petersburg plant. And he is absolutely correct. And thank you for confirming that, Al. Really, really do appreciate it. Bill Murphy wrote, great review, Mark. I love North meets East, and I have the sample from the Advent calendar and used it for yesterday's shave. I also ordered the Star Jelly, deodorant, and shampoo puck. Have a great week. North meets East was in the Advent calendar last year. Absolutely loved it when I reviewed it on the 12 Shades of Christmas. It was absolutely fantastic. And Bill confirms that. And again, a full line of products in the North meets East scent. So you can get the Star Jelly, the deodorant, shampoo puck, bath soap, cologne, all that great stuff. So thanks very much for that, Bill. Really do appreciate it. Rod Sloan, 706, wrote, this is Rod from Melbourne, Australia. He says, Melbourne, another great 3MB, Mark, really good. I smiled at your brief touch on Phoenix Shaving's Dapper Doc, which I also happen to have in the kit. This one's just so good and an absolute pleasure from the shave soap through splash to balm. EDP's pretty good too. It's evocative of something buried in the deep past, though I'm still trying to nail it. Amazing, isn't it, how mere suggestion just triggers the brain? It'll be part of my next mowing now. It'll be part of my next mowing now, and looking forward to it. Yep, agree with you that North meets East sounds good. Ordered for pullout for when our cooler weather, May, June down here, next approaches. Enjoy your week. That's right. May, June, it's kind of those are kind of your winter months, isn't it? When it's summer here, it's winter there. So those are your cooler months. And yeah, you're right to kind of set aside North meets East and then bring that out when the weather cools down for you. Although it's great year round, it really is. But there is something about the cooler weather that kind of enhances that scent and that sensation. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Rod, thanks so much for checking in all the way from Melbourne, Australia. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, we have some new shave soap offerings from American Vintage Soap Company. Robert of the American Vintage Soap Company contacted the channel and very, very kindly sent 2 of their new shave soaps to discuss and review on the channel. And they've revamped their website, and their soaps now have some beautiful new packaging with some outstanding artwork. Now, these are 4.7 ounce containers. I'm just going to give you a quick look here. 4.7 ounce containers, 133 grams net weight. And the ingredients of the shave soaps are organic virgin coconut oil, saponified, stearic acid, saponified, and essential oil blends. Now, we've reviewed the Alpha, Omega, Classic, and the Permafrost, and what they're offering now, and what Robert very, very kindly and generously sent to the channel, are 2 new shave soaps and 2 new scent offerings. Absolutely beautiful. And check out the artwork here. Hope, check that out. Isn't that beautiful? And Faith, how about that? Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Fantastic artwork. Man, oh man, that just grabs you. And of course, this artwork is populated throughout their website where you can order these. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, here's the scent profile for Hope. Rose, lavender, clary sage, helichrysum, and sandalwood essential oils. Now, helichrysum is spelled Helichrysum. Helichrysum. I believe I pronounced that correctly. And this is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. Oh yeah, this is a really nice, fresh, classic. It hits me as a fresh, classic barbershop kind of scent. Absolutely beautiful. Again, and they pack so much into this tin. Look at that. I mean, it is just bursting with shave soap from American Vintage Soap Company. Wow. And of course, here's the back label here. I'll let you get a screenshot of that. Absolutely fantastic. A beautiful, beautiful artwork. Great looking shaving tin. Wow. I mean, I love that artwork. And when you see it in your shave den, it just pops. The way this has been reproduced here on this label, it just pops depending on how the light hits it. It's just really, really terrific. Oh wow. It's like the word hope pops and reflects a little more light, and the art's in the background, and kind of vice versa. Really, really terrific. Yeah, you can see how that, just a little bit like that. See that? Okay, now the artwork kind of pops, and now the hope pops. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? Really great. The other one that we have here is called Faith. Huh? How about that? And again, that artwork just pops. Just looks fantastic. Love that. Love this artwork here. And this is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. Man, look at that. They just pack it. It's just packed with shave soap. This is orange, fenugreek, spearmint, patchouli, and clove essential oils. Boy, this is terrific. And the spearmint really comes forward on this one. and it has a lot of nice depth to it. Really, this is terrific. If you like spearmint scented shaving creams and shaving soaps, check this one out because not only is it a nice spearmint scent, but it's got those other elements in there, those other notes that are giving it a little more depth and layering and that sort of thing. But spearmint, to me, definitely comes forward. Yeah, with that orange at play there. Oh yeah, that's really, really nice. Like this one a lot. My gosh. And again, check out that artwork. 4.7 ounces of faith and also 4.7 ounces of hope from American Vintage Company. Boy, these are terrific. I have not shaved yet. And usually when I'm doing the Monday Morning Mailbag, I shave after or maybe the next day, depending on what I'm going to be reviewing. I'm really looking forward to taking this, maybe for a test drive, maybe and then reviewing it, or maybe reviewing it right off the bat. I'm not entirely sure. We've reviewed the shave soap, so we understand the performance and that sort of thing. But I do want to get a review done on this because it's absolutely fantastic. Their shave soaps are absolutely wonderful performers, and I think I'm going to use Faith first because I like that spearmint scent. Could use Hope too. Hope, like I say, kind of a fresh, classic barbershop kind of scent, and I could follow up with any kind of aftershave splash that I have in the shave den that falls into the classic barbershop category, for even for both of these. But absolutely fantastic shaving soaps from American Vintage Soap Company. Now, we'll also have a referral link below as part of their affiliate program. So if you click on the referral link, I'll earn a few points and you'll get $5 off. You can also see that displayed on their webpage at the bottom. Some other wet shavers and YouTubers who are participating in that. My thanks to Robert very much for allowing me to be part of that program. Just want to let you know it is a referral link. You'll get $5 off if you click on that referral link and order from American Vintage Soap Company. So again, thanks to Robert over at American Vintage Soap Company and everyone over at American Vintage Soap Company for very, very kindly sending along faith and hope to the channel and allowing me to share these with all the viewers out there. Robert, thanks again very, very much. Well, we have a brand new razor here to tell you about. This comes from the folks at Zomchi. We were contacted by a gentleman named Erwin Zeng over at Zomchi, and they very, very kindly sent along their blue safety razor right here. How about that? This is available on Amazon. This particular model right here is $22.99 on Amazon. If you want to buy this with the stand, it's $29.99. This is the Zomchi double-edged safety razor for men and women. Premium metal razor with 10 double-edged safety razor blades, single blade razor, Noble Blue. That's the color right there. They're Noble Blue or Blue Zomchi safety razor. And they highlight certain features that it is ergonomic design, it's plastic free, it has ultra balance, it is for men and women, so you can shave your face, bikini shaves, armpits, legs, that sort of thing. So it appears to be a mild razor just from that description. And here it is. We're going to open it up for the very, very first time and get a look at it. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, that's nice. That is really plated beautifully. My goodness. Look at that. Oh, man, that's got some nice... Okay, I'm just going to tighten that razor head up a little bit there. Okay, it looks like we have... Here, I'm just going to set that down. It says Zomchi right there on the... Look at that. That's nice. Boy, it's got some nice heft to it, a nice feel. Hang on, let's just set that down. Want to show you that it does come with razor blades. Okay, oh, they give you, they're kind of stuck in here. They give you 2 tucks. Looks like they give you 2 tucks, right? Yeah. Looks like they give you 2 tucks of Zomchi blades, 5 blades in each tuck, right there like that. Okay, that's nice. So we'll use the Zomchi razor blade when we do the shaving review with this razor. It promises to be a mild razor because they say it's great for bikini shaves and armpits and legs and that sort of thing. And here it is right here. This is their Noble Blue or their blue razor. It looks absolutely beautiful. Love the fact that it appears that the end tabs are going to be enclosed in the razor head. And let's undo. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, look how that comes apart. That is really, really neat. Nice long threaded stud there. Okay, so here's the handle right here. And here's how the razor head comes apart. Oh, look at that. Check that out. There's the base plate there. And here is the cap, right? This one is, we've reviewed some razors that have a similar kind of orientation to the razor head, although not exact. And this one seems to be really, really neat. A variation on this kind of design. But again, like this a lot because the end tabs of the razor blade are going to be enclosed in the razor head. And the way it goes together is going to mean that you're grabbing. Here's how I do it. You grab the sides of the base plate here, and because they kind of wrap around the cap, you can kind of see how they wrap around the cap there. Wrap around the cap. What I do is I place my index finger right here on top, and then I push downward when the blade is in there, and then that way you'll keep that on there, and then you can tighten down the handle and snug that up. Wow, that's nice. Boy, that looks like it's going to just be wonderful. And check out that comb there. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a really nice shaver. And it does have a nice ergonomic design. The knurling seems to be something of a barber pole design, a very, very fine barber pole design. I don't know if you can see that. So it's going to have a nice, nice grip. Wow, that is terrific. So it's got a nice fine or fine-tuned barber pole type of knurling to the handle. I like the shape of the handle, right? It's just nice. It does have some nice balance to it, has some nice heft. And again, like the fact that the razor blade end tabs are going to be enclosed in the razor head, it looks like it's going to give a really, really nice, mild shave. Again, because they're talking about, as they talk about on their product page, it can shave sensitive areas very, very well. So I'm thinking it's a nice, mild razor. Delivers a nice, mild shave. So we're really looking forward to reviewing this one. Now, on Amazon, it has a 68% 5-star rating. That's pretty darn good. Wow. Again, Zomchi, their blue safety razor. And again, ergonomic design. It's a zero waste. You're not adding to landfills and that sort of thing. And they talk about that on the back packaging right here. It's Journey to Zero Waste. I'll let you get a screenshot of that there. And they say in part here, why choose a safety razor? Every day, an overwhelming 6.3 billion metric tons of plastic waste threatens our precious natural environment, polluting the earth and contaminating water supplies. In pursuit of a more eco-friendly world, Zomchi tirelessly pushes forward, and we're thrilled to welcome you on the journey. By choosing our reusable DE safety razor, you're taking a critical step towards sustainability. They go on and talk about that in a little more detail on the back panel there. And yeah, that is really, really neat. Cruelty-free and vegan beauty products. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to shaving with this. The packaging is very, very nice. You get 10 razor blades with this. You can also buy this with the stand, a little more money, almost $30, about $30, 22 with 10 blades. Really, really terrific. And again, the packaging and the presentation is very, very nice. And it just, let me just put it in there like that. Yeah, fits in just like that, right? And then it kind of slides right in from the bottom here. So if you do get this, know that the bottom opens up and the top is kind of glued. That panel's glued there. And it goes in like that. And yeah, and then, right like that. And that's nice. And you know what? The holidays are coming up, and if you're looking for a nice, affordable razor to gift to the wet shaver in your life, this looks like it's a nice choice. A really, really nice color, very stunning. It's also, from what I recall, looking at the product page, it's available in other colors as well, but this is the one that they wanted me to talk about, their blue safety razor. Really, really terrific. So check this out. We'll have links below for this razor. We'll also have a link below that will take you directly to the Amazon Zomchi store. So my thanks to Erwin Zeng and everyone at Zomchi for very, very kindly sending along the Zomchi Blue Safety Razor and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. Erwin, thanks again very, very much. Viewer Bob Lareau checked in with a review of a new adjustable razor. It's from a company called Thurlady, or Thurlady. I think it's, I don't know, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. It's spelled capital Thurlady. Thurlady, I guess is how it's pronounced. And Bob writes, this is a superb razor that borrows from Merkur. The top is like a futur, and it's a two-piece razor like the 34C. The dial is easy to read, and the handle has enough knurling to get a decent grip. It is a bit difficult getting the top cap on and off, especially the first time, but you'll get the hang of it. Blades stay in place because the part they rest on is a magnet. Unlike most DE razors, the handle is fat, which is interesting, and the overall heft of it helps with control. It is one of the most attractive razors I've seen. The silver and bronze give it a rich, distinctive look. Being an adjustable, you'll get as mild or aggressive a shave as you choose. Not only can you go by the numbers, but there's a vertical line between them, so you can get, for instance, a 4.5 setting. It comes with 2 packs of blades and instructions. Overall, it is an excellent DE razor and would make a nice gift. Bob, thanks very, very much for that. We'll have a link below to this particular adjustable razor. Bob also adds here, I didn't try it, but you can load a blade without holding it. Just turn the razor upside down and the blade will snap in place. I think that's due to the magnetic base plate. He kind of clarifies this here by saying, the razor has a magnetic top, so you can place a blade on a flat surface or your hand, then turn the razor upside down and it will catch the blade. It's a bit tricky taking it out, however. This seems like a very unique razor overall. Hey, Bob, thanks again for a really, really terrific review of a wonderful adjustable razor that looks absolutely spectacular. Has, as you say, has a really rich, distinctive look to it. And of course, it has that magnetic base plate that holds the blade and top cap in place. We've reviewed razors like these, and I just get the impression that the magnetic base plate or the magnetics involved in these razors keep getting better and better and better, to where they are holding the blade and the cap very, very securely, because Bob mentioned that it takes a little bit of a little bit of strength to get that top cap open, but you'll get the hang of it. But that tells me that these magnetic razors with a magnetic base plate and cap are getting better and better. That magnetic technology is really, really improving, holding the blade and cap in place. Absolutely fantastic. Folks, we'll have a link to it below. Bob, thanks again very, very much. Hey, Beth Jones checked in, and she gave us a heads up on a new shaving cream from the folks at Henson. And she writes, hey, Mark, thought I would send you a link to Henson's new shave cream available on Amazon. If you like, I can use it and give you my review. Happy Thanksgiving. Beth, happy Thanksgiving to you, and absolutely I welcome your review. So folks, probably another week, maybe a week after that, maybe a week or two, Beth will be submitting a review on Henson's new shave cream available on Amazon. Again, this is Henson Shaving Shave Cream for men and women, formulated safe for sensitive skin, rich, nourishing lather that protects against irritation, cuts, razor burns, 3.4 fluid ounces for about $20. We'll have a link to it below, and looking forward to that review from Beth Jones. Beth, thank you again very, very much. Well, viewer J Tekken X sent along this heads up via email, and the subject heading reads, Deal Alert. And he writes, hi, Mark. Perhaps you're already aware, but I saw this on another channel and want to let you know just in case. Rockwell Razors is currently having their Black Friday sale. Some great deals on razors and kits. I ended up pulling the trigger on the T2 stainless steel after watching so many rave reviews from you. I actually got the shave kit because the value was insane. My rad continues. Hey, thanks very much for this, Jay. Really, really do appreciate it. Hopefully by the time this airs, those deals will still be available because I went up to the product page and that T2 stainless steel kit that Jay purchased is 50% off. Wow, that is amazing. And the T2 stainless steel razor from Rockwell is absolutely fantastic. Love this one a lot. It is so well built. It has wonderful heft and balance. Again, the one thing I like about it is that when you drop the blade in and you close those doors, right, then you can go ahead and continue to turn that knob and lock everything in place. And those doors are not going to open up. Sometimes a butterfly razor, when you use them, sometimes those doors might loosen up a little bit and you might nick yourself. These doors stay locked in place. Absolutely wonderful. And of course, it's fully adjustable from 1 to 6. And yeah, you can read the numbers because of that beautiful matte finish. And it's absolutely wonderful. Now, Mantic59 pointed this out on his review at Sharpologist, that the T2 stainless steel is tuned a little milder than the regular T2. And I found that to be true, but it is very, very mild. So if you use the T2 and you like using it, say at level 3, you might want to turn this up a little bit past 3 to try to make up for that, or just use it at 3. It delivers such a smooth, mild shave. It's the one thing I really like about this. I prefer milder razors. So when I first used this, I was blown away at its mild yet efficient quality. Like this a lot. As a matter of fact, I like it so much that after we're done shooting the Monday Morning Mailbag, I'm going to have a shave with this. I'll probably use the American Vintage Shave Soap Faith, and we'll have a shave. I'll take it for a test run, and we'll just have an enjoyable shave afterwards, and then we'll catch up and do a review down the road. But yeah, thanks so much for the heads up on these deals from Rockwell Razors. That's an absolutely fantastic, fantastic price for the entire shave kit. 50% off the regular price. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. Jay, thanks so much for passing that along, and we'll link to Rockwell Razors where you can check out all of those deals up there. And again, hopefully by the time this airs, Monday morning, those deals will still be available for all the wet shavers out there. Jay, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Glenn Martin sent along this email, and the subject heading reads, Soap and Crope Scoops. And Glenn writes, Hi Mark, while I was shaving today, use some cello, I got thinking about what your viewers use to scoop the soap out of their containers. I know some just load the soap on their brush from the container. I try when possible to keep the soap as dry as possible in the container. I have seen Ken Surfs use a coin from England. Another whom I can't remember uses a guitar pick. I prefer to use a rounded tip butter knife. Years ago in a box store, they had a bin of them, 60 cents a piece. I have provided a picture of some ideas which include a cheap picnic cheese spreader knife, tongue depressor, ice cream stick, and finally, 3 inexpensive butter knives. I know many of your viewers go to antique stores, garage sales, thrift stores, box stores, and thought they might see an old butter knife or cheese spreader knife at almost zero cost that they would love to add to their shave dens. They may even have an old one in a silverware drawer at home. Just something to think about. I'd be curious, too, to hear from others what they use to scoop their soap out of the container if they do scoop it out to put it in a shaving bowl. Best regards, Glenn, aka Bug Chief. Hey, this is a great email, Glenn, and a great discussion. I can tell you what I use. Right off the bat, early on for scooping, I use this. This is kind of like a corn on the cob butter knife spreader. I found this in the drawer in the kitchen. This is something that my parents had for a long, long time, and it was just sitting in there. I guess they would use this for company if they came over and they were making corn on the cob. They would use this to, cut the butter. Well, I used it as a soap scoop, and it worked very, very well. And then I kind of moved on to some other things. Here's one that I found. I can't remember where I got this one. It's kind of like almost like a half moon shape with a little bit of a spoon depression on the end there, or a spoon impression. Well, it's got like a little area where you can spoon out soap. I thought that was really, really nice. Looks like it's got a hole in the handle for, I don't know, maybe a key ring, or put a little bit of a little string or wire on there, and maybe you can hang it up in the shave den, something like that. This one came from Wet Shaving Store. Thanks to Andy and Maya, a little spade, a little shovel right there. And again, you can probably use that handle there and loop around a little bit of a string and hang it in the shave den someplace. Yeah, that one's kind of neat. I also have the guitar pick from Phoenix Shaving. That one's really, really nice. I also have Phoenix Shaving's Yes, No coin. This was really kind of neat. I can't remember why we have a Yes, No coin. That's neat. That's a really neat for soap scoop. Like that one a lot. Kind of along the lines of what Ken Surf uses for his scooping, a coin, a large coin from England, I think you said. I also have this that came from viewer Brian Foley. He worked for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. He sent along this commemorative St. Jude's coin. Every once in a while, I'll use this. This is rather large. How about that? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so every once in a while, I'll use this. Really, really neat. And again, a really, really wonderful charity. They do a lot of good work there. So if you're looking to make some donations this holiday season, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, very, very worthy cause. And finally, this was handed out at the Ohio Wet Shavers meetup. This scoop right here, it looks like it was 3D printed, and it glows in the dark. Yeah, very, very neat. I didn't know it glowed in the dark. I should have used this for my Halloween shave, and I did not know this glowed in the dark. So I found out later after I turned off the lights. I'm like, wow, hey, that's glowing in the dark. That was kind of neat. So those are some of the scoops that I have that I use in my shave den. And yes, I'm pretty much a brush loader, but every once in a while I like to scoop out some shave soap, put it in a shave bowl, and you know what? I'm kind of gravitating in that direction very, very slowly, because as you say, it keeps the shave soap nice and dry in the container, and you don't have to keep it open for 24 hours or more to let it air dry. You can just seal it right up, put it back on your shelf, and then the next day you can use another shave soap. So it's scooping, a lot of advantages to scooping, no doubt about it. So thanks very, very much for a great topic of discussion, Glenn, and some great suggestions for very, very, I guess you could say, affordable soap scoops that you can find at thrift stores, garage sales, or maybe even in your silverware drawer at home. Glenn, thanks again very, very much. Folks, comment below and let us know what you use for soap scoops when you're scooping out that soap and putting in your shaving bowl to build a lather. Thanks again, Glenn. Really do appreciate it. Hey, we received this email from viewer Bill Murphy, and the subject heading reads, Shaving and the Dentist. And Bill writes, Mark, I am writing this as I listen to today's 3MB. I have been wanting to send you this for quite a while about my dentist visit about 1.5 years ago. I keep forgetting to tell you about it. After the exam, he asked me what I use to brush my teeth. I told him I use the Philips Sonicare electric toothbrush. He asked me if I pressed too hard because my tooth enamel was getting thin. I told him that the brush lets you know if you press too hard. He gave me this advice. Does this sound familiar? Use a lighter touch and let the toothbrush do the work. Guess who I thought of right away? Bill Murphy. Hey, Bill, thanks very, very much for the humorous anecdote. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. And in your case, let the toothbrush, a light touch, let the toothbrush do all the work. Absolutely, that's fantastic. And you know what? The Philips Sonicare electric toothbrush, we'll try to locate that on Amazon or one similar to it, or a page filled with electric toothbrushes, because with the holiday gift season coming up, these make great Christmas gifts. How do I know? Because my nephews Mike and Jim gave me an electric toothbrush a couple of Christmases ago, and it is a fantastic, fantastic gift. I love that electric toothbrush. Absolutely ideal gift for the Christmas season. So we'll try to link some below, because really, I mean, with Christmas right around the corner, Black Friday coming up, this is really a terrific, terrific gift. I mean, if you have given everything to the wet shaver in your life, from razors and soaps, and you're kind of figuring out what else you could give, in their shave den, an electric toothbrush, that's a really, really nice choice. I know, because I got one. I love it. Hey, Bill, thanks very, very much for the electric toothbrush recommendation and the really, really humorous anecdote. Really, really do appreciate it. This email came from viewer Scott Martin, and the subject heading reads, "Are you talking to me?" Talcing. Are you talking to me? Like, hey, you talking to me? And Scott writes, "Hello, Mark. Great 3MB today. I was shocked and surprised to see imaginary authors telegramma on the show. Under the radar greatness." I agree. Absolutely fantastic shave soap. And thanks again to William Meredith for sending it along to the channel. We did a review this past Friday, so check it out if you missed it. Really, really terrific, terrific shaving soap. Loved it a lot. He continues here. "One thing that piqued my interest is that telegramma is so wonderful to me because it's so talc forward, and it got me thinking. I wonder what your thoughts are on talcum powder, either traditional or cornstarch based like Clubman, etc. You don't hear talc mentioned on the channel very often, or even in the wet shaving community as much as you would think. I'm a dedicated talc user. It's my last step after disinfecting alcohol splash and a healing balm. The talc dries me out and I'm out the door. Have you ever used it? Do you avoid it for health reasons? Just curious what you and the 3MB fans think. Cheers, Scott." Scott, I am not really a talc user. And I think one of the reasons why I don't use talc is because I don't know how to properly use talc. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, how do you use it? How much do you put in your hand? How do you apply it? What's the best way? I think that if I had a little bit of instruction, I would probably use it a little more. And I know that there have to be a lot of wet shavers out there that use it. And I invite you, please comment below and let us know if you use talc and what the proper procedure is. Now, again, you point out that there are a couple of differences in talc, and I do know that there is real talc and then there's cornstarch talc, which is not, from what I understand, it's not really talc. It's kind of like an imitation talc. Again, all you talc users out there will know this better than I. But again, I'm deferring to your expertise on this because it's something I don't do. I've never done it. And I'm really interested in doing it because I have seen some of these products out there. So I want to use it. And I'm going to look at my shave den. I there might be an outside chance that I might have some in the shave den that I've never opened up and have never used. That was my... That's what happened to me with the alum block. I bought the alum block and I kind of squirreled it away, and then later on found it again, discovered it, did a little research on how best to use it, started to gain a little more knowledge and understanding of how to use it, and it became a game changer for my post-shave routine. I'm thinking talc might be in that ballpark. But again, I think I need to have a little more instruction in it. So I'll do a little bit of research on the web to see what others have to say about it. Check out some forums and some discussions about it, that sort of thing. And if you out there use talc in your post-shave routine, please comment below and let us know. Scott, you use talc. Please let us know how you go about using it. If you'd like, please put together a review and instruction on how you use talc. I know a lot of viewers out there would love to hear this from you. I think this is a great topic of discussion. And really, thank you very, very much for bringing it up. So yeah, I don't use talc because it's really not on my radar, and I would like to use it post-shave based on your recommendation. And I think we need to talk about it a little more. Just have to learn about it a little more. And I know the viewers out there know a lot about this. So Scott, thanks very, very much for the great comment, suggestion, and questions. Really, really do appreciate it when it comes to talc. Thank you very, very much. Folks, comment below and let us know, are you a talc user? Please comment below. Let us know. Thanks again, Scott. Really do appreciate it. We received this email from viewer Andrew Witt, and the subject heading reads, More Movie Shaves. And he writes, Mark, I hope you're doing well. I have 2 more classic shaving scenes from the big screen. It involves the movie A Hard Day's Night from 1964, featuring the Beatles. The movie came on a channel this past Tuesday, November 12th. I cannot recall the channel. There was a shaving scene involving George Harrison. It involves a shaving scene with George and John Lennon in a hotel bathroom. George walks into the bathroom as John raises his head from a bubble bath, singing Rule Britannia. The person playing their manager, I think, walks in behind George. George says something along the lines of, I am not sorry you never learned to shave with a safety razor. There was some banter about an electric razor by the manager. George sprays a bottle of Old Spice shaving cream on the bathroom mirror in the shape of a beard and mustache. I would say a man's beard and mustache, but, well, you know. George uses a DE razor to shave the shaving cream on the mirror to show his manager. The head looks like a Gillette twist-to-open adjustable, which was either a slim or a fat boy, in my humble opinion. I did not get a good look at the handle to be certain. After the last 2 movie TV shaving mysteries, I thought I would throw this in. I would send a couple of screenshots. However, I know you know about copyright laws. Regards, Andy. Hey, Andy, thanks very, very much for sending along this movie shaving mystery. Really do appreciate it. A Hard Day's Night featuring the Beatles from 1964. Now, I have seen this clip floating around YouTube and the internet. It's always been at a low quality, like 240p, something like that. And I found the movie A Hard Day's Night on the Internet Archive. We will link it below. You can watch it for free at the Internet Archive, and it is very, very good quality. As a matter of fact, I was able to take some screenshots from that movie, but I have contacted the folks at Internet Archive to find out if this is public domain. And if it is public domain, I'll be able to grab that scene and play it in its entirety right here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. YouTube is very strict about copyright law, and I do not want to use intellectual property without proper permission and violate someone's copyright law, violate someone's copyright. I don't want to do that. So that's why we try to go through a process of making sure that we can show images or video, that sort of thing, without violating any copyright. Now, every once in a while, I'm able to grab a screenshot, and that seems to work. I think that is kind of like a gray area where I can kind of get around, because I'm just showing a still photograph from the movie, and I'm creating it from the film, doing a screen grab, that sort of thing. So I think that's permitted. I think. So I'll find out if I'm able to use some still frames or the actual clip itself. Hopefully the folks at the Internet Archive will email me back. I've got an email into them and asking them if this is public domain, if I have their permission to use it. And if I do, you'll see it inserted right about here. So, Andy, thanks very, very much for a fantastic topic of discussion. I've seen this one before in the past, but your email led me to find a really, really good quality copy up on the Internet Archive. We'll link it below, folks. Again, you don't have to subscribe to a streaming service or anything like that. Absolutely free on the Internet Archive, which leads me to believe it could be public domain, not entirely sure. But yeah, fantastic movie shaving mystery. What DE razor is George Harrison using in this scene from A Hard Day's Night? It is twist to open, I can tell you that. Clearly, he opens it up. You can see him do that. But we'll link it below, and I'll try to get the timestamp where that scene happens in the movie, and I'll include that in the information below. If we're not able to show it here on the channel, or we're not able to show any of the still photographs, that sort of thing. But a great movie shaving mystery. Folks, if you know what razor George Harrison is using in A Hard Day's Night, please comment below, let us know. Andy, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Thurlady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.